So that should be good. Okay, let's take a look at our oxygen. Because we got some polluted oxygen starting to roll through. It's not much, though, and it does seem to be collecting lower than anything else. Oh. We're out of sedimentary rock, so we can't do that even if we wanted to. Let's see, plumbing. Back to liquid pipes. It turns out I needed a lot more sedimentary rock than I had. We'll have to separate these out first. But seeing as this is just kind of off, and it looks like the germs are dying slowly. But yeah, I wonder if we could actually do something where it's where we just alternate between one water source and the next, and turn this on when it's really full. Okay, let's see. So I'm gonna deconstruct both of these. Because, yeah, we need the sink on the end after the lavatory. And then it looks like somebody else had to puke themselves. Either that or that's the... I am unsure. Thing does not grow very fast. Okay. Am I drawing water from the pool on the left? Yeah, I am. But I'm only using this, humorously enough, for the lavatories. Which don't seem to be terribly germy. Well, I'll have to pull it back up again. Let's see. So it's under... Right, sink. And lavatory. Deconstruct a lot of this. A lot more. Might as well set this whole thing to priority 9. Because the sooner we get this this bathroom actually properly set up, everybody's going to be a little bit happier. Oh. Why is auto bottle off? I'm not sure if auto bottle mattered. No, we don't need auto bottle. It's interesting that they only delivered a 1 out of 2. Confusing. Okay, and manual airlock. I guess actually we probably just want a regular pneumatic door here. And some tiles. Let's see, the water sieve will provide pressure. Oh. Oh. Okay. Deconstruct. Liquid pipes. Or cancel that. Plumbing. All we need is a valve. That's inconvenient to reach. I think I'm just gonna do this sort of thing manually, considering I can only do it every 20 days anyway. Let's see, so let's deconstruct that. Let's see, plumbing, because we need a liquid pump. Because without the liquid pump, we have no... We have no bathroom stuff. Okay, there we go. I totally didn't think about this, but yeah, we're out of fresh water. So, luckily we have just a little bit left in this lavatory. There's a lot of germs in there. But still. Okay, so what this will do, if we go back to plumbing overlay. They had a pleasant chit-chat underwater. What does that even mean? Okay. So now we'll actually have fresh water going in here. Yeah, so what I'm gonna end up inevitably doing is just alternating these two pipe systems, at least until we have a better desalination, de-disease situation. And because this is pure water and clean water, we don't have to worry about, we don't have to worry about that as much. Okay. And this is slowly dropping. We'll have to heat it up. Or something. I could maybe do it. We've kind of got the power supply. Let's see. Is it... It's not under plumbing, it's under utilities. Pulls the liquid pipe through it, but outputs heat in the immediate vicinity. Interesting. Anyway, we're just gonna run that thing very occasionally. Let's see. Can you add a filter after the depollution? As far as I know, no. I wish there was some way to like catch the germs better. Anyway, so we're just gonna have to regularly turn that thing off, because it's going to nuke our power supply like nobody's business. But the thing is, all I needed to do is just tank down the germs? I don't know. We should probably begin the next stage of the plan, which is specifically coal generation. Let's see. It's not under ventilation's refinement. Is it? No. Is it ventilation? Because it's not power. Do we not have... Oh, there it is. Carbon skimmer. Okay. We'll just have to see how these go. I mean, luckily it's all going to be kind of in the same location. I'm curious how the carbon skimmer exactly functions. But having the coal generator in here shouldn't infect the rest of the base that much. If I check rooms. Okay, so we do have a washroom. Perfect. Yeah, ideally we get this up to 100 degrees. And then probably turn it off for a while. I mean, conversely, my regular just power requirements might do the trick too, but... Let's see. So what is this output? I have to look at this thing. Carbon skimmer. So... it puts out polluted water. That's probably kind of fine. Okay, plumbing. I'm gonna have to work on my industrial standards as far as this stuff goes. For now, this should be okay. And yeah, eventually we're gonna want to pump all of our carbon dioxide in here. Probably replace all the algae terrariums with oxygen diffusers, because I think these suckers are kind of expensive for algae. Let's see, while we're there, we might as well just replace all of that. Priority 9. Get it done, you peons. Okay. And this should do the trick. This should give me all of what I need. Isn't there some trick about putting batteries in water to heat the water and cool the batteries, or did that get patched? I mean, you know, that is the insane man thing. But that's not a terrible idea. Can somebody confirm if I put a bunch of these batteries underwater, it's not going to, like, kill everyone? Because this seems like a really stupid idea, considering there's electricity bouncing out of these things left and right. And can I get a confirmation on that before I go for battery scum? Because it's not great, but it'll do exactly what I need it to, kind of, sort of. I mean, we've already got it working. So you wonder, I think you put the pipes backwards for coal. No, I didn't. I guess I'm just gonna cancel that. We're gonna make one. Oh. Building flooded. So yeah, I can't do it. Oh, and they're complaining about hot water now. Well, it's fine. Effectively, what I'm going to do is just routinely come through and just turn that heater on. But yeah, it says building flooded, which means cannot function at current saturation. Okay, if I take a look at skills, how's everybody's morale doing? Much better. Okay, that's good. In that case, let's bump his farming up. Bump research. Let's see. Guess we might as well get carrying capacity. Okay, and I could get a new person and or care package of a pipsqueak. A pipsqueak or some salt water. I'm grabbing the pipsqueak because it's... Well, do I? It seems like it'd be good for everybody. A kitty would be great. Can I feed it? Because I'm going to feel really... Okay, pips eat lumber. Well, I should have lumber. Yeah, I've got lumber just sitting around, so... We'll grab a pip. Little sleeping pipsqueak. Sleeping, wild, happy, tiny baby. Right. We should probably look into, animal husbandry. Because that's something I've totally ignored. Ranching. Let's see. 2 dupes are without hats. Oh, shoot. Hat. Let's see. Ooh, farming and astronomy. Better hats for everybody. Hats. Let's see. They eat branches from the trees. That's only an issue if you take. Or, that's only an issue if you tame them. Okay. So, diet arbor tree. Excretion dirt. Seems functional? What the? Oh! I didn't know they walked on ceilings and stuff. That's kind of rad. Okay, might as well fill that up. So we do have a little bit of polluted oxygen starting to collect. Not much. And we have some amount of CO2 starting to bounce around. I check ventilation. Because I could use a gas pump, but there's no easy way for me to handle that. Unless, of course, I just started cycling air through my entire base. Might work. Oh, insufficient resources coal? What? Okay. I'm just gonna build this. Okay, and we want to do its fuel. Consumable ore, coal. Might as well move all of my consumable coal down so people actually get that coal generator fed. And eventually I will sort these things out properly. It'll be fine. Okay, there we go. So next up, clean the goddamn base. I don't really know if there's anything particularly pressing sitting around. I guess we do need bigger storage. Let's see. Copy. Because part of the problem is we straight up don't have enough stuff. Or, not enough stuff. We have too much stuff, not enough space. They can't clean anything even if I wanted to. Okay, fridge is looking good. We might want to look into wood burning as well. If I have lumber as a renewable resource, and I should actually be able to make like a full forest. So I don't know. I'm feeling kind of brave here. Which is surprising because I was not expecting to actually be doing well. Let's see, these are filling up fast. Research is going fine, and we'll have to look into proper power generation and some other things. I think maybe bedrooms, too. Well, I mean, obviously, bedrooms are super important. I might also want to destroy all of these. Maybe switch down to just one. Because it looks like the carbon dioxide slowly does collect down here and just gets eaten by the algae terrarium. So if I just had a CO2 pump just moving things down into this room, that might not be a terrible idea. Okay, that's not great. Okay, so that uses 550 grams a second versus 30. I don't actually know which is more efficient, all things considered. I don't know. Also, it looks like we're starting to stack up on the polluted water. How's our power situation doing? It's doing. Oh, I see. Batteries are sufficiently full. I'm going to disable this for a second. Because it's more important that I actually have my people doing things to some lesser degree. And food. So we now have fish release, critter drop-off, fish feeder, egg cracker. No. Airborne critter bait. Stations? Shearing station for Drecos. Grooming station. So we'll need a critter wrangling station. I'm just going to put it there. We already know about that. We don't have any shearing. There's the hydro sensor, but that's a later thing. But food. Critter feeder. I'm not sure if we have to worry about these. At least yet. But no, I think my next order of business is probably sealing the base off. Making it so everything is only enterable by airlock. Let's see. Because, yeah, if I make it that you can only come in through airlock, hopefully we won't have a whole lot of things getting in. Oh, you gotta put the ranching stuff in its own room. Oh yeah, outside is stable. And colony lacks critter ranching skill. Okay, well, never mind on that. We'll deal with it later. Critter feeder, and... I'm not even sure if we need a... We need one of these things. Wait, was that a... Nope. I don't actually see my current available critter on that list anyway. So, yeah, I guess we just gotta make a ranch. Well, do we get rid of the algae terrariums? I guess let's begin operation. Lock in the build. Lock in the base. Let's see. Not going to be the prettiest. At least for this room. And some of these things are going to be really awkward to reach. That should work, I think. Because yeah, if I can lock all of this stuff off, so we don't have to worry about gases getting in, and I mean, heck, we could even like temperature insulate the base. That's probably a bad idea, though. Bad. I suddenly have the urge to make a colony in this and call it Dirtmouth. No, I think that's a reasonable desire. Okay, so now they can actually clean up after themselves. I really wish the characters would automatically do that sometimes. How's this doing? Oh, that's doing much better. And I can get a new something. Hi! Pufflet egg. Excrete lumps of slime with each breath. Printing that. Obviously, we don't have any pufflets yet. I don't even know how you feed those. But slime can be converted to algae, so we can potentially make more. A double-walled top left. Yeah, so I did. Whoops. That. Why not? Deconstruct it. Okay. Yeah, pufflets are fun. Let's see, you can use priorities to make people tidy more often. Oh yeah, I forgot about this. Who's really good at tidying? Which of these is even an option? Oh. Who's good at this? Bashy is. Okay. Bash, your main priority is just to tidy and store stuff. You got other things you can do, but I figure a clean base is going to make me saner. The slime they make is filled with slime lung, and the toppings are also cursed. Okay, well, we'll hatch these things at a much never. That kind of sucks. Let's see, how are we doing on power? We're doing okay on power. And yeah, we should probably actually tame some of these hatches. Because they drop coal for me. Like a decent chunk, too. Okay. What do we do on this? Because we have a functional farm. We'll have to move it around later. I don't really have a dining room. I won't want to tear up the mining room. These suck and need to go away. I don't really have like an immediate plan for a lot of this stuff. Which is kind of okay. I'm just trying to figure out exactly what is worth focusing on sooner than later. Compartmentalizing probably is a good idea. Giving the characters their own bedrooms, maybe? I'm curious if I could actually have, like, a series of, like, really cramped barracks that just have their singular bed. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, if we go into research, I should... Wow, it's a lot later than I thought it is. This game will just devour my life playing it. Let's see about making good beds. Home luxuries, plastic ladder. But yeah, there's transit tubes. We should think about that at some point. At some point later. Textile loom, carpeted tile. Is there no non-cot bed somewhere? I was really assuming there was like a better bed, but oh, there it is, comfy bed. Okay, head in that direction. It's gonna take some time, but we should save. Let's see. Let's overwrite the vomitorium. I guess it's not quite time yet. We're gonna play for like a little bit more. Really just depends on whenever Shell's available. So, in that case, we get some beds. It's really tempting for me to... It's really tempting for me to get rid of the algae terrariums. I guess for experienced people, how many of these algae terrariums should I even have? Or it'd be better for me to switch over to oxygen diffusers and just suck up whatever carbon dioxide I have in my base and just chuck it in this room. High-class beds require plastics. Well then. Yeah, do we just not have enough? Yeah, we just barely have any carbon dioxide even in there. Okay, so in that case, let's start deconstructing these suckers. Okay. We probably want to do... Because we already have the skimmer. I'll keep one for the time being. At least until I can figure out how to get rid of this. Algae terrariums provide better algae to oxygen conversion than the diffuser, and do not require power. They convert water to polluted water in significant quantities and have a slow algae to oxygen conversion rate. They also do not have maximum pressure and will continue to function as long as water and algae are available. Okay, so yeah, I'm just gonna have one. Let's deconstruct that. Let's cancel deconstruction. It says we have insufficient oxygen generation, but this area, no, we're gonna want at least one more. And probably one deodorizer, because it looks like most of the polluted oxygen's going down here. Okay. Hook these up here. Probably see what other rooms that I can work with. Mess hall wouldn't be a bad idea. A great hall would be interesting. I mean, for starters, we probably should actually chuck my batteries away in some kind of unknown pocket. Yeah, the one problem is lack of oxygen to get in here, but still. We'll probably also want to think about cooling this a little bit, because I know the batteries will overheat. And that might straight up be too hot without some kind of situation. Though, it looks like we might actually want to start thinking long-term about getting rid of some of this heat. Because it's definitely getting warmer in here. Park signs, crown moldings, sculpting blocks. We're gonna let somebody work on that. Let's see. Put the batteries under the algae. Like down here? Yeah, we'll have to see. I mean, ideally what I'd like to do is go put my batteries in space. Or just a full vacuum? I wonder if I could do that. You know what? Put that tile there. Cancel this. Where the clean water is. What, over here? I can't actually put the batteries in the clean water. But yeah, let's make a vacuum chamber down here. Side. I mean, I'd move it over here, but there's not much of a point. Oh. Choose a blueprint. Let's grab the shovel egg. Because, yeah, I could get another person. Oh, decrease bathroom use speed. But that's just ranching and tidying. Let's just grab eggs. At some point, we'll just cook them all. Okay, so we want to do plumbing, pitcher pump. Not pitcher pump? Okay, so that should work. How's this doing? Because what would be great is if I could actually have this be... Well, I mean, honestly, I think we just need to maybe heat it up. Okay. Right. You can't do manual deconstruction on those things. I'm gonna do a double airlock. I'm not sure if it's necessary, but I can fit a battery on top of it anyway, so it doesn't matter. Okay. We're gonna do power into this entire thing. Might as well dig it out. Oh, my deconstructs on liquid pipe only. Duh. I forgot I said that earlier. Okay, and we want to do ventilation. Not a gas valve. Gas pump. Wait, yeah. This needs to be full tile. It's only going to let me fit a handful of batteries in here, though. That should be fine. Okay, so what we're going to want to do, back to ventilation, gas filter. Oops. O to rotate. Let's see. Can you make a vacuum with the air pump? I thought to stop once the pressure got too low. That should still be low enough pressure that the heat doesn't transfer. Looks like kind of a nightmare, but still. Plus, this area is not actually any warmer than the rest of the base, so this should work. Oh, batteries in a vacuum will melt. Because they can't shed heat. What the... God damn it. Whatever, we'll just figure out air conditioning setup then. Yeah, it makes total sense. Well, one way or another... I don't really know what to do about that. I'm just gonna put this room in, and we'll just leave it for a completely different period of time. I don't know. Okay, my oxygen looks like it's mostly okay. It's getting worse, though. Well, one way or another, what we're going to need is there an easy way that I can vacuum pump? Well, ventilation. Let's see. Gas pump here. Let's see, do we want... I'm just gonna put it right above. Might as well deconstruct that light. It's not doing me any good there. Okay, gas pipe. Okay, so gas output is all except for carbon dioxide. Also going to need some power for this. Oof. Okay, so ventilation, gas vent. Okay, and secondary gas vent. Okay, so what this should do, hopefully, is slowly draw out the carbon dioxide that's just going to collect in here. And... oh, you know what? We could get some of the air from here. To head down this direction? Might not be a bad idea. At some point I might make this ladder wider so we have oxygen the entire way through.